America, with all the stuff going on in the world today, we got to start uniting. If we're Americans, we need to start coming together. White, black, Spanish, Asians, Polynesians, everybody. We need to start coming together. I honestly don't feel like on any applications of any sort should we even be asked what race we are. We should only be asked, are we American or not? Are we a citizen or not? Not what color are you? We need statistics. We need to know what community you need help. No, you need to discriminate. That's what y'all trying to do. You need to. That's what it is. We want to break it down. And people act like it's only two colors in this world. America is known for their past, for the racism, for the slavery. We know that, but that ain't happened in our generation. That ain't happened in our day and age. We know that happened. We need to be educated that happened, and we need to figure out a way to come together because we can't keep dividing. Oh, Black America, white America, Asian America, and then the other minorities don't even really get a say so. They feel like they don't even matter. I heard a lady before in San Francisco. Somebody said she was a Chinese American. She said, I'm born and raised in San Francisco. I'm an American. Exactly. Stop breaking us down. There's lighter Americans, there's darker Americans. We are a melting pot. But that's a beautiful thing about our country is we have people from everywhere. It could be the most smallest, rarest country in the world. We have them here. And I can promise that because I grew up in California. So I can hands down myself say, yeah, the rarest countries in the world exist here in America. And guess what? If they're American, they're American. Any other place in the world, no matter how light, no how dark, no how whatever, they are that. When I've lived in India, because I'm half Indian, and people see me, they be like, oh, no, she's white, or even Spanish, whatever. And I can never just be like, no, I'm Indian. Because then they be like, oh, red dot on the forehead, or oh. Yes, people have asked me that before. How disrespectful are you? First of all, Native Americans are Native Americans. They're not Indians. And I know that they adopted that title over the years, but it was given to them by the colonizers who thought when they got here that they were in India. They're not Indian. So I don't even know why that was a question. Second of all, because of my skin color, I can't be. I can't help it that my mom has strong genes. My other brothers are half black and they don't even look like it. So in the end of the day, does that take away who our fathers are or that our culture is that too? No. We're not saying don't be that. Don't know that. Don't go back to your country. We're not saying, don't visit your country. We're not saying that. But what we're saying is if we are American and we are have our American citizenship, then we shouldn't be asking racist. Because to me, it keeps hate alive. And we got to stop be distracted by the color of our skin because we didn't get to pick it. Not one person in this entire world that ever existed was told by God, hey, these are German people. They killed millions of Jews. You want to be that? And someone said, sure, I love that. Or hey, these are white people. Oh, but back in the day, they owned some people that were a little darker than them. Cool, let's do that. No, none of us did. And I'm hands down, and I am the first one to say that. Because if I was born the color that I was supposed to be, I feel like I should have been a little dark. My daddy dark, why not? We didn't have no say-so. We did not. We born how we were born. We did not pick our families. We did not pick our colors. But if we are American, or if we're in India, or if we're in Russia, and see, some people so don't even know this, but there's parts of Russia. Google the coldest city in the world and look up the people that live there. They're Russian. right? But we think, oh, Russians should look white. Not these Russians. These Russians look Chinese. They look Asian, okay? In India, there are some parts of India that there is people who look Chinese, but they are Indian. There is people in New Guinea that are not from Africa, but they are black. The original people of Australia were dark with blonde hair and blue eyes. So in the end of the day, there's a variety of people everywhere. And thank God for that. Thank God that he is so creative that he made all type of people, all type of eye colors, all type of hair colors, all type of skin colors. But everything on the inside is the same. We all have a heart. We all have intestines. We all have lungs. We all have kidneys. We all have blood. We all have DNA. Because we're still the same to him. We're equal to him. Nobody is above anybody based on their color. Do you think that God was really like, I'm not going to like this person, so I'm going to make them this color? Huh? No. Heck no. And do not let that be deceived. And also, do not let your color make you feel superior to another. Because you didn't get to choose just like they didn't, boo-boo. Yes, it's nothing wrong with being happy and proud of who you are. But don't let that pride get you too prideful to where it comes a sin. Yes, pride can be a sin, a dangerous sin. That none of us got to pick the color of our skin. Everybody was born the way we were born and where we were born. We cannot help that. But we can help how we treat people based on that. Because I don't think that it's right to treat somebody bad for something that they can't control. That's evil. And it's mean and it's downright un-American. Because in this new America, we're not like that. We don't stand for hate. And I've seen it on both the right and the left. They don't stand for hate. We're not going to accept it. Yeah, maybe we don't agree with what's hated on and what's not. But one thing we won't do is let it happen. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. And they need to stop asking us what color we are. And on these applications, if I was y'all, I wouldn't put anything. When I was younger, if they had other on there, that's what I picked. Because a lot of them when in the 90s used to say, pick one race. No, I'm not doing that. If I'm two races, I'm not doing that. I'm American, though. I was born in California, though. Does that count? I never did. I always put other. And I ain't gonna lie, when I do see on there, because I liked it, that came later, when they say 2 or more races, I click that. Because it don't ever ask, well, what are those 2 or more races? And I'm all right with that. Because it's really none of your dang business. But then at the same time, it's like, wait a minute, so if I'm mixed, I'm in my own category? I mean, I guess I'll take that, but at the same time, I'm an American. These people are Americans, right? So why are we being so divided? Stop letting these people divide us, y'all. Stop. We need to start coming together just a little bit more. Because right now, the veil is thinning. And we're starting to see a lot of good versus evil more. Don't let us hate or be hateful towards others that had no control and no say-so over how they look, what color they are, what texture their hair is. They should never be discriminated against that. Because we should know. We should have more sense to know that they didn't get to choose that. This is just what God made them. We're not just born with racism in our hearts or so much hate in our hearts towards different looking people. It is a generational curse. Old school family members pushes these narratives, these don't trust them, that colored person. Don't trust that colored person. When honestly, you shouldn't trust anybody. Like for real, but God. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to start giving out love. It's a dangerous time we live in. And if you are a Christian and you do feel some hate towards a different person, any of that in your heart, pray it out. Pray it out. God can get that out of your heart. He can. He truly, truly can. Because it's not white, black, brown. It's not. What it is good versus evil. And I promise you, they got all different types and colors on both sides. Don't be on the wrong side. We gotta try to make America stronger, because we're coming up into some tough times, guys. And we need to have each other's backs a little more than we do now. Y'all pray and stay worded up. I'll see you next time.